And now, here with another designated podcast are Teddy and JJ.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast from Designated Writers. This is JJ.
This is Teddy Allen.
Well, you said your last name. I didn't say mine.
Well, everybody knows you as JJ.
Oh,
You're like,
okay.
it's like Madonna.
Okay.
Happy New Year, everybody. We're sorry we've been gone for a while. For a while, meaning like 3 weeks as far as this is concerned.
That's right. When we left, you were headed for Hawaii. That's been a while. Your tan's even gone by now.
Yeah, and in the, yes. In our Constitution, the DW Constitution that we drew up, gosh, JJ, almost a year ago.
Yeah, getting close in on it.
Fellow founding father. We decided that we needed time off during the holidays.
Yeah.
Or we would die.
Right,
Or
which
be
we almost
killed
did
by our
anyway.
families. Right, so we made a strategic move to take some time off. But thanks for hanging with us, and welcome back.
All right, I noticed when I was riding to the Designated Writers North location, on the block, there are 5 people who still have their Christmas lights up. Is it time to knock on their door and say, let's move this thing along?
If I were president of the neighborhood association, which I've only been here 4 months,
Right.
making inroads,
Okay.
but not deep ones yet, I would tell them. On New Year's Eve, we're sitting at the DW North location now, and as you can see,
Yeah.
there is no...
Yeah, you're
We took it all
light
up,
free.
Took it up January 1st. Spouse unit said that's it. And I went out there and stored it. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, hey, I love every day's Christmas in my heart.
Right.
But not in my home.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I said, oh, there's. Then I saw another, and then I went across the street, and there's another, and I went,
It's over.
Teddy makes-
Hey, man, JJ, it's over.
that's right.
It's
Well,
over, JJ.
At the DW South headquarters, the tree was down on the 26th.
Nice.
And there were no outside decorations to take care of because there were no outside
Right.
decorations.
If I'm to understand correctly, and you know I love you like a brother, you didn't have a tremendous amount to do with putting the tree up.
I did literally the heavy lifting.
Right.
And that was
once
it.
the tree was up, the green, and anything else that was on there
Right.
was done by a female counterpart.
Hand me a, yes, I
Right,
would.
here it is.
Do you
And it
have
was
a-
a beautiful tree? Did you take it down?
I did take it down, and I disassembled it, and I only broke 3 ornaments.
Attaboy.
I consider that the
no,
plus.
that's a plus, man.
And the
That's
SO
very impressive.
said, "Oh, it's terrible." I said, "Terrible?
You know
Only
what?
3?"
That would have probably, the line would have probably been 4.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
telling
you were closing in
I mean,
on
with
it,
the
but
paper
3
clips, and they
No,
can
it's-
easily.
It's a lot going on, man. You don't want to be doing it.
Yeah.
There's
Anyway.
a lot going on.
Well, once Christmas season is over, it also means that football season pro-wise is going strong.
Mm-hmm.
And it is 4 games this weekend, 2 involving local squads, local 11s on the grid, on the gridiron. Cowboys and Saints both play the late games on Saturday and Sunday. That's how I'm trying to remember this. Local teams play late.
Yeah, okay.
Last week I had both Texas teams were on the same day. So it's hard to remember with 4 games which one's which.
Boy, Houston was a big disappointment.
They were terrible.
Now, I bet against, not bet, but in my little group,
Yeah.
that you can't lose money. You can only win a lunch, but with the commissioner. But anyway,
Sounds like a rigged job.
right.
Okay.
I had who did Houston get beat down by?
The Colts got up in there.
I had all over the Colts. I was 3-1, pushed the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
But I was wrong on the Bears. Wrong
Well,
on the Bears.
okay. Let's go forward. The team that I
go
liked
forward.
the most from last weekend, that of course I'm going to think they have a chance this weekend, is the Los Angeles, yes I said it, Chargers.
I enjoy the Chargers. I'm a Phillip Rivers guy.
I am
he
too.
throws the ball weird and all this kind. He's been playing like 14 or 15 years.
Methuselah-like.
Right. Kind of in a nomadic, San Diego. Are they actually playing in Los Angeles this year, by the way?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Philip Rivers, you realize this? Still lives in San Diego. He drives to work every day. That's about depending on where in San Diego you live, that's a 2.5 to possibly 3 hour
Wow.
drive. But he is such a homebody. Catholic boy. He's got like
Right.
8 kids.
18, I think, actually, but that's close.
And he said, I ain't moving anybody. I'll just drive.
That a boy. And
He
I
may
love
sp-
him. I love
He
him.
may spend the night on Antonio Gates' couch.
Probably.
That's fine.
Boy, I bet that's a big cow.
It better be.
That's a big cow.
But anyway, I
Okay.
kind of like the Chargers.
Yeah.
Good looking defense. They can run the ball. They can pass it. I kind of think it might be Phillip Rivers' turn. But then again, he's got TB12 to deal with.
Yeah, that's too bad. Too bad, 12. I like I hadn't looked at the lines yet. Give the Chargers a shot. I know in the National, I gotta love the favorites. Gotta love the Saints and
the Cowboys or the Rams?
No, the Rams.
Okay. Well, in the other AFC game,
Right.
I do think this thing is wide open. I mean, the Chiefs are a rather tenuous number one seed, if you ask
That
me.
is tenuous.
The Colts
they
are
define tenuous.
the Colts are
They're
just
hot. And
Yeah.
they got the. I mean, the guy's a good quarterback.
He's got a
man.
bad beard, but it's a
The
good
guy's
quarterback.
A bad beard. He's got a great Twitter, Colonel.
It's I
awesome.
don't do a whole lot of Twitter, but I saw that.
No,
one
I
the
don't.
other day.
I don't do it a
That's
lot, but I keep up with him.
The dear mom thing,
dear mother.
Yeah.
Not dear mom, dear mother.
Okay.
Yeah, we have raccoon innards and whatever to fortify us through this game against the whatever. So yeah, the invading somebody.
Well, the Chiefs just have a lot of firepower. I think I would probably take the Chiefs. That's a tremendous
Correct.
home field advantage. One of the best outdoor. Them and Seattle probably the two best outdoor home field advantages. I would lean to the Chiefs, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts won. I like the Chargers. Brady's Brady, but I kind of think that the Chargers might be better. Of course, again, they're having to go, play at 10 o'clock in the morning as far as their stomachs are concerned.
And that makes a difference. It does.
Yeah,
People don't
twice.
think about that, but it makes
Yeah.
a difference. Flipping over to the other league, I don't think the Saints-Cowboys matchup is going to come to fruition. If it did, it might be the best, highest TV rated game in
Area Code
history
318?
besides Super Bowls. I mean, because New Orleans people they've grinded all the time, if their team's playing or not.
I literally shudder to think about what that might be.
Oh my God, I don't want that.
I
just don't see the Cowboys winning.
And I don't see the Eagles winning, although the Saints don't talk about tenuous. They're not as good of a number one seed as they were the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Agree.
And I thought the Vikings might have been the better team that year, but the Saints had never lost a playoff game. Oh, excuse me. And during this run, they haven't lost a playoff game at home. I saw them lose a playoff game, the very first one they ever played.
yes, I remember that.
I don't know. The Saints have kind of limped in, weeks off and taken a week off of the starters. And
Now, here's why I don't understand why people bet on this stuff. Because the Eagles are hot. I mean,
Yeah.
quote unquote hot team, and they've got a little magic with Foles, and they're good and they're well coached. Peterson calls the timeout, right before the guy kicks the ball and makes it. Then he hits the thing, and so you think, wow, are they blessed or what? But so I wouldn't bet on any of this stuff.
no, I'm just, it just doesn't seem like all four home teams are going to win. Somebody's going to get up in there. I think the Chargers would be the one I would take. I don't know what the lines are either.
I agree.
I think the Chargers would be the first one I would take.
too.
And that sounds strange that you're picking against the Patriots at home.
Right, and the other team's got to fly all the way across the deal again.
You seem like, why would you bet against the Patriots? But then again, why would you bet against Alabama? And look what happened.
Speaking of,
Sometimes things just run their
right.
course.
And DW tells you if you're betting, probably don't bet on these particular
Yeah.
games.
Oh, absolutely not.
Right.
That game Monday night.
There were some men out there playing. It was for me. It was a joy to watch. Both teams have really, really good players. But yeah, Clemson. It was a magical night. The freshman quarterback had a clean pocket most of the time, but even when he didn't, he threw it in the right place. And then his receivers, the catch the kid made from Alabama. I mean, who plays for Clemson? Number 8,
Justin Ross.
right? Ross.
Well, I saw him
He
make
got a
one.
guy draped over him, and he still grabs it with one
I
hand.
saw him make one in front of me at the Cotton Bowl
Okay.
a week before, 9
Yeah,
days before
yeah,
that.
right.
It was right where I was sitting, and he's really good. I mean,
Right.
they have 2 6'4" receivers. They got them all coming back. I mean, defensive line's going to be torn up, but they've got a lot of guys coming back. But I don't think it's the end of Alabama at all.
No, it's a blip on the radar.
I mean, they still got
It
the number one
happens.
recruiting class. They still got Tagovailoa coming back. They still got some good running backs coming back, and they still got the guy on the sidelines.
Yeah, it
The guy on the
happens.
sidelines, though, his countenance
He just seemed
Just
totally flumbustered. That's not the word.
flumbustered,
Flabbergasted.
flummoxed?
Flummoxed is what it was. It's between flabbergasted and flummoxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like about 5 minutes into it, he said, golly, we didn't prepare properly.
Yeah.
And then when it got to the fake field goal,
Yeah. It's hard to figure out which one was worse, the fake field goal or the 4th and 2 call when they just ran a third grade
Right.
in sweep.
So it's like they weren't prepared. I would not have wanted to be. I bet the lights have been on in that building all week.
Yeah, I bet so too.
Excuse me because I'm getting over cold.
Whoa, how about that?
Almost done.
You okay? Hanging in there. That's like our first cough in the history of the podcast.
Lee, I'm almost over it.
Well, that's okay because the podcast is almost over.
Yeah,
too.
it was fun, but it was fun to watch. And speaking of bowls, and by the way, Clemson is very good.
Yeah.
Not dynasty or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're very, very good, and I like their coach. I think he's engaging.
Oh, his post-game
This
interview
guy
was just great.
This guy's dad left, and they're nearly homeless. He lived with his mom in an apartment. He walked on at Alabama. I mean,
He's genuine.
I just think
He's
is.
genuine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he says, "Look, I believe in y'all more than y'all believe in y'all." He's used to working, and you can't help but like the guy. I love Clemson. Speaking of the bowl games, went to Hawaii as you mentioned. Tech
Came back.
Came back.
Yeah.
Huge, long trip back, but it would have been longer if Tech had lost. Tech opens the game, stupid penalty, stupid penalty, stupid penalty on offense.
Kind of the Holy Trinity right there.
I mean, it's like a grounding, and it's an offensive lineman got mad and something. It's just stuff you don't see. And then the next 3 possessions were turnovers, and a couple of those were due to really good plays by
Other than that, how was the play, Mrs.
Hawaii.
Lincoln?
Right. So Tech gets the ball up in the third quarter, and like Alabama, runs a silly fake punt that had no chance. So you go, oh, they're going to lose. It's going to be real long getting home. But got an interception, and for then it was Ollie Oxenfree. I think it was 31-14. So 5 straight bowl wins. Wisconsin has the same. Those are only 5 straight bowl win teams in football. They open up against Texas.
Yeah, week before LSU plays them.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Pretty big 2 weeks for Texas, and a really big week for LSU, and they play Texas. Maybe Tech can beat them down. But Tech offense, they'll tell you, it was hard to watch this year, and they'll see if they can get that worked out. Regardless, it's a great way to end the season. They finish 8-5.
All right, and speaking of finish, we're finished with the podcast. We appreciate you being with us as always,
We really
staying with
do.
us the whole way. And be sure and get those Christmas lights down, huh?
You bet.